Hello and welcome back. So we are on chapter 12, moving pretty fast. This is another big chapter with a lot of collectibles in, and it's also pretty confusing because it's so open and there's lots of different tiny islands. But not to worry, I'm going to make it as simple as possible. So from the right at the beginning, we're going to just drive straight forward. We come to this little island. Here we have two collectibles, so one is a journal note and one is a journal entry. First one we're going to go for is the note. So jump out the boat. Behind this rock, you'll see a little kind of alcove, I guess. Whatever, doesn't matter. And journal note number 1 is just on the barrel. Okay, from here, exit, turn right, and you'll see across, it looks like someone's been buried in the sand, so that will be our first journal entry.
Wonder what this guy's story was. Huh? Dead men tell no tales.
Easy start. So, once we've got those two, we're going to hop back in the boat from this point. And we're going to go clockwise around the island.
Alright, we're done here. I'm with you.
So from here, clockwise around.
Jesus, Nathan, watch.
Drive a little better than I do. Okay. You'll see a little beach on the right. Not this one on the right, the one after. And this beach has treasure number 1.
Huge bounty on his head. I'm gonna take a look around. You wanna come? Of course I wanna come.
So just make your way to the back, this little sandy area with some broken barrels, broken boxes, and you'll see the first treasure just on the floor. Alright, and from this point we're going to go straight for journal note 2. So in this island in the distance, this is the island with the sunken ship. Absolutely beautiful. Such a cool coral reef. I had to spend a little while here exploring because it's so nice. So, park your boat here, we're going to jump out, and the note will just be in a little bag next to these barrels and boxes, just there.
Oh, what's this? Another old letter.
Lovely. And we're going to follow the shape of this sand, the shape of this island all the way around. Just follow it round, and you can see the mast just in the distance. Keep walking up to the mast until you get a prompt, and this will be the second journal entry. Easy. And from this point, we're going to jump in the water, and the second treasure is inside the ship. So make your way to the deck of the ship, and then we're going to dive down into the first level. And the treasure is just beneath me there. Alright, number 3, treasure number 3. So from this island that we've just been on, we're going to make our way straight towards these kind of archway shaped things in the rock. Kind of look like archways. And next to the rightmost archway, you can see a little ledge that's just higher than the roof of the boat. I don't know if boats have roofs, but yes, so we're going to park our boat up, jump on top, and then jump up. And then you'll see some handholds, obviously climb all the way up. And we can just see number 3 twinkling on the edge. Perfect. So from this point, get back in your boat, and we're going to go to this little island in front for treasure number 4. It's got a tiny, tiny beach, and the treasure is tucked away right at in the corner, right at the back. Quite a difficult one to spot. There we go, treasure number 4. Okay, from this point, get back in your boat. It's much easier if I show you this. This is the reason this video is a little longer is because there's much more walking in between collectibles, but because this is kind of a confusing chapter with lots of different places, it's easier if I just show you point A to point B. So from this point where you got the last treasure, we're going to make our way clockwise again around the island. And we'll come to this, I'm going to call it the main beach or the main island. So this is the one with the guard tower that you will eventually enter. You can just see it there in the middle of the picture. We're going to make our way to the left of the beach. So inside this little alcove there is a treasure. It took me a while to find. I don't know why. It's only a small little place. There we go, just on the floor. Once you've got that, round the corner, straight away we're going to find treasure number 6, and we're also going to get a journal entry.
Let's find a way up to that tower.
Just underneath this big rock is the 6th treasure. And turn around, you'll see a guy, he's kind of strapped to a wooden beam, a wooden post. There we go, journal entry number 3.
Just left him here. That's not cool.
Alright, so we're getting a bit closer to where we want to be now. We're getting closer. So once you get to this area, you'll notice there's a small, dark, very dark area to the right. You're going to want to walk in there, up this step, and the 7th treasure is just on the floor. Perfect. So this is the area where Sam is trying to help you get up onto the side that he's on, but he's taking too long, so you can climb up the ladder that he broke. Just follow this round here, and the 8th treasure is on this rock. Really simple.
God damn it.
And now we're going to get the first dialogue, the first optional conversation.
Everything's fine. Let's keep going. Okay.
You'll see this kind of protruding piece of rock, this rock that kind of overhangs. Wait for Sam to walk to the edge.
Nice view.
And that's the first dialogue.
You didn't hear me? When? Back there.
Alright, treasure number 9. This is in this kind of tower. You can't miss it because you have to climb up this tower. So, just inside, super easy to find, is treasure number 9. Treasure number 10. So, as you swing over, be careful not to go down the mudslide. I'm not sure if it's actually possible. I almost did it then, but be careful not to do that just yet, because the treasure is just past this this area on the leafy ground. That didn't make any sense, but okay, just follow what I did. And from here we're going to go down the slide and get the strange relic. I love it when Naughty Dog do this. I think this is the same strange relic that they've had in every single Uncharted game. So we need to make our way up there. So simply, obviously, climb up. and we're going to need to swing across this gap. We don't have the prompt yet to swing, so we need to jump, and then we get to press L1 to throw the grappling hook. So that's that. And those of you who are Jak and Daxter fans, you'll notice this is a precursor orb. I was a big Jak and Daxter fan when I was a kid. So this is always cool to see. Nice to see that they keep the Easter egg going on into 2016. Okay, so just before you grapple down into this place, you're going to want to come to the right and examine the spearhead more closely. This is the 4th journal entry. Perfect. So this is as you're making your way down. I messed up the first time. That's why the video's kind of cut there. I failed on my first attempt at this, so be careful when you're swinging, not to swing too much. I think the problem is I swung too much and I kind of just slid off and I had to restart the checkpoint. So make sure to just do a nice steady swing, land next to this statue, and you'll get the 12th treasure. Alright, so now we are down into the middle. You're going to want to come inside this room, interact with the table with the cool little model buildings, and this is the 5th journal entry. And another thing to note, in this room you need to interact with every single object. I think there are 6 or 7 things you need to interact with. I'll leave that to you. It's pretty interesting, some pretty cool things. Once you've interacted with everything, come and press triangle next to this table for another dialogue. Sam will walk over, and if you've done it right, like that, you'll see the prompt.
Oh my God, it's where they planned Libertalia. Question still stands, did they actually go through with it?
Okay, so this is the last treasure, the penultimate collectible of chapter 12. Simply jump in the water just from that area we were previously in, up the rocky, mossy slope, and there we go. We only have one more collectible in this chapter. So once you've kind of activated the big statue here, before you climb up to look through the telescope, you're going to want to stand at the base. And that is journal entry number 6. Good, so now we're on to chapter 13, Marooned. 9 collectibles in this one in total. Okay, so this is with more energetic Drake. You'll know what I mean when you get to this. This is in the, I'm going to call it energetic Drake part, because at the beginning he's kind of stumbling around. Not much energy. So, now he's alright. And we're going to do a lot of climbing in this section. Just keep making your way to the right. And we get to a point where the rock kind of goes around and we need to go round the corner. So once you get here, start making your way up. And we can see the treasures just sparkling, just glistening on the rock. So make your way up, round for treasure number 1. Alright, treasure number 2. So just after a tiny cutscene, you'll see this branch and you get to attach your grappling hook. Literally directly beneath, you'll see these handholds. Be careful not to fall. Make your way into the left of the waterfall. Jump down and you'll see the treasure is just on the right. There.
Where to now?
Okay, perfect. So once you've got that, we're going to go straight from this area. We need to do a bit of climbing again. And you're going to see a dead body. A little skeleton with some blood lettering just behind. And this will be our first journal entry.
That's not reassuring.
There we go, super hard to miss. And then from here, down the rocky slide. More climbing, of course. And we'll be in a watery area. And this will be treasure number 3. Just on the left.
Hello.
Alright, so just a few feet after this section, we're going to come out to a more open daylight-y area. Okay, so just on the floor here, before you start climbing, you'll see a dead guy. And this is the first journal note. And then super easy for the next journal entry, we're simply going to look up. And you'll see some guy, some unfortunate guy, he's strung up by his ankle. There we go, interact with that for the first journal entry. Sorry, the second journal entry. And this is just after the big fight scene. I was getting beat pretty bad, so I made a quick escape. You'll come to this area with a big tree. This is the second journal note. Again, super difficult to miss. A dead guy on the floor just there.
Wow, that is pretty dark.
Super easy. And then from this point, jump up the ledge just to the left. Over the tree branch. And the treasure is just at the back. Alright, so we're on our last treasure and last collectible of chapter 13. So you're in this kind of house building under the floorboards. Just after this part, you're going to take a right. Don't go that way, turn right.
Okay, I'm through.
And I got pretty lost here. I wasn't exactly sure what I was doing. Don't follow me just in this part. I realised in a second I did wrong. Turn back. Yep, wrong way. Back in, and it's just through that hole there on the left. Drop down, and then we're going to drop below the floorboards. Okay, stick left. We can just see something glistening there behind the beams. Stick left through this hole in the house, and the last treasure's on the floor. Alright, and that's it. Simple as that. Thanks for watching, guys. Again, I am currently working on the next one, so I'll see you soon.